Norin the Wary. Norin the Wary is a memorable magic character known for being exceptionally cautious and perceptive, yet also deeply paranoid, always expecting danger to emerge at every turn. He is a human warrior from Dominaria whose fearful instincts and strange journey through temporal chaos made him one of the game's most distinctive minor legends. Norin is a very inexpensive red legendary creature who rarely stays on the battlefield for long. Whenever a player casts a spell or a creature attacks, he effectively disappears and then returns later, making him less useful as a normal fighter, but excellent for repeatedly triggering ETB interactions. A Norin the Wary deck typically combines Blink and Burn by using his constant self-exiling and returning as a steady engine for repeated battlefield triggers. The deck usually wins by pairing those repeated returns with damage cards, allowing Norin to turn ordinary table actions into constant pressure that gradually overwhelms opponents. Combo number 1, Birgi, God of Storytelling, plus Ruby Medallion, plus Grinning Ignus. Required conditions: 1. Birgi God of Storytelling is on your battlefield. 2. Ruby Medallion is on your battlefield. 3. Grinning Ignus is in your hand. 4. You have enough mana to cast Grinning Ignus. Activating the combo: 1. All red spell you cast costs 1 colorless mana less due to Ruby Medallion. 2. Cast Grinning Ignus. 3. Birgi triggers, then add a red mana to your mana pool. 4. Activate Grinning Ignus's ability, then return it from the battlefield to your hand, adding to colorless mana and a red mana to your mana pool. 5. Repeat from step 2. Combo results: 1. Infinite ETB triggers. 2. Infinite LTB triggers. 3. Infinite colorless mana. 4. Infinite storm count. Combo number 2, Dualcaster Mage, plus Twinflame. Required conditions: 1. Dualcaster Mage is in your hand. 2. Twinflame is in your hand. 3. You control at least one creature. 4. You have enough mana to cast Dualcaster Mage and Twinflame. Activating the combo: 1. Cast Twinflame, targeting a creature you control. 2. Holding priority, cast Dualcaster Mage. 3. Dualcaster Mage ETB ability triggers, then copy Twinflame, targeting Dualcaster Mage with the copy. 4. Resolve the copy of Twinflame, then create a token copy of Dualcaster Mage. 5. Repeat from step 3. Combo results: 1. Infinite ETB triggers. 2. Infinite LTB triggers. 3. Infinite creature tokens with haste. 4. Infinite Magecraft triggers. Combo number 3, Orthion, Hero of Lavabrink, plus Terror of the Peaks. Required conditions: 1. Orthion Hero of Lavabrink is on your battlefield. 2. Terror of the Peaks is on your battlefield. 3. Orthion does not have summoning sickness. 4. You have enough mana to activate Orthion's second ability. Activating the combo: 1. Activate Orthion's second ability and tap it, then create 5 token copies of Terror of the Peaks. 2. When the Terror of the Peaks tokens enter, the non-token Terror of the Peaks triggers 5 times, and each Terror of the Peaks token triggers 4 times. 3. Resolve all Terror of the Peaks triggers, dealing 125 damage divided among a maximum of 25 targets. Combo result: critical damage to any target. Combo number 4, Chandra's Incinerator, plus Repercussion. Required conditions: 1. Chandra's Incinerator is on your battlefield. 2. Repercussion is on your battlefield. 3. You have a way to deal non-combat damage to an opponent who controls at least one creature. Activating the combo: 1. Deal non-combat damage to an opponent. 2. Chandra's Incinerator triggers, dealing that much damage to a creature the opponent controls. 3. Repercussion triggers, dealing that much damage to that creature's controller. 4. Repeat from step 2 until the opponent loses the game due to having 0 or less life, or until the opponent controls no other creatures. Combo results: 1. Critical damage to target opponent. 2. Destroy all creatures target opponent controls. Combo number 5, Genesis Chamber. Plus, Cursed Mirror. Plus, Daretti, Rocketeer Engineer. Required conditions: 1. Genesis Chamber is on your battlefield. 2. Cursed Mirror is in your graveyard. 3. Daretti Rocketeer Engineer is in your hand. 4. You have enough mana to cast Daretti. Activating the combo: 1. Cast Daretti. 2. Daretti's ETB ability and Genesis Chamber trigger. 3. Resolve the Genesis Chamber trigger first, then create a 1/1 mirror artifact creature token. 4. Resolve the Daretti trigger next, then choose to sacrifice the mirror artifact token to return Cursed Mirror from your graveyard to the battlefield as a copy of Daretti. 5. Put Cursed Mirror into your graveyard due to the legend rule. 6. Cursed Mirror as Daretti's ETB ability and Genesis Chamber trigger. 7. Resolve the Genesis Chamber trigger first, then create a 1/1 mirror artifact creature token. 8. Resolve the Cursed Mirror trigger next, then choose to sacrifice the mirror artifact token to return Cursed Mirror again from your graveyard to the battlefield as a copy of Daretti. 9. Repeat from step 5. Combo results: 1. Infinite ETB triggers. 2. Infinite LTB triggers. 3. Infinite sacrifice triggers.
Hi Commander, if you are new here, welcome to our channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. Enjoy!
Non-game changer spells that are commonly found in Norin decks. Genesis Chamber. Repeatable tokens. Because Norin repeatedly leaves and returns to the battlefield, Genesis Chamber can generate mirror tokens again and again with very little additional setup. Burn scaling. Each extra creature entering the battlefield helps amplify damage engines, making the deck's burn plan far more threatening over time. Value pressure. The steady flow of mirror tokens improves board presence and supports the blink-based game plan by turning routine battlefield entries into lasting material advantage. Tome of Legends. Reliable counters. Because Norin repeatedly re-enters the battlefield, Tome of Legends can accumulate page counters steadily, without requiring additional combat commitment. Sustained draw. The repeated counter generation gives the deck a dependable source of card advantage, which is especially valuable in mono-red strategies that want to keep assembling engines and payoffs. Engine support. By improving hand flow, Tome of Legends helps the burn and blink plan maintain pressure and consistently find damage enablers, token makers, and supporting permanents. Rose Room Treasurer. Treasure Ramp. Because Norin repeatedly re-enters the battlefield, this card can generate recurring treasure tokens that help accelerate the deck's mana development. Blink Reward. Rose Room Treasurer triggers structure rewards repeated creature entries, making it an efficient value piece in a strategy built around constant blinking and battlefield recursion. Burn Conversion. Once multiple entry triggers occur in a turn, the Treasurer can turn excess mana into targeted damage, giving the deck a direct offensive outlet beyond its usual passive burn engines. Witty Roastmaster. Blink damage. Witty Roastmaster converts each Norin's re-entry into steady chip damage against every opponent. Burn Support. It directly reinforces the deck's burn plan by rewarding the same continuous battlefield entries that already define the strategy. Token Scaling. When paired with token makers and other ETB enablers, Roastmaster's damage output grows quickly and helps turn a value engine into a decisive win condition. Panharmonicon. Trigger Doubling. Panharmonicon doubles the value of many ETB-based support pieces every time those entry triggers occur. Burn Amplification. It significantly increases the deck's damage output by causing payoff permanents to trigger an additional time from each relevant entry. Blink Scaling. It strengthens the blink plan by turning every repeated battlefield return into a larger burst of value, making the deck's core engine much more explosive without changing its natural play pattern. Perforos, God of the Forge. Core Payoff. repeated battlefield returns from Norin make Perforos one of the deck's strongest burn engines, because each re-entry immediately spreads damage to every opponent. Blink Pressure. The blink plan becomes far more threatening, because ordinary turn cycle actions repeatedly convert into guaranteed life loss, without needing combat to connect. Token Scaling. When combined with token producers and ETB support pieces, Perforos' damage output escalates rapidly, and often serves as the deck's primary finisher. Molten Gatekeeper. Entry Punisher. Repeated battlefield returns from Norin allow this creature to convert routine blink triggers into steady damage against every opponent. Unearth Value. Its Unearth ability gives the deck an additional way to rebuild pressure from the graveyard and secure extra ETB-based burn when resources are low. Engine Layering. When combined with token makers and other ETB damage payoffs, Molten Gatekeeper helps stack multiple burn triggers from the same battlefield entries and increases the deck's closing power. Impact Tremors. Core Engine. Impact Tremors converts Norin's natural blink cycles into steady table-wide damage without requiring combat. Token Pressure. When paired with token producers, it multiplies the deck's burn output by turning every additional creature entry into another damage trigger. Efficient Burn. Impact Tremors' low mana cost allows the deck to establish an early damage engine that supports the burn and blink plan from the opening turns onward. Agate Instigator. Early Pressure. Agate Instigator's low mana cost lets the deck establish a burn payoff early, so each repeated battlefield return from Norin starts generating damage quickly. Offspring Value. The Offspring ability creates an additional copy that increases the number of burn triggers available, giving the deck more payoff from the same stream of creature entries. Engine Stacking. When paired with token makers and other ETB damage pieces commonly used in this strategy, Instigator helps layer multiple burn effects onto the same blink sequence. Torbran, Thane of Redfell. Damage Amplifier. Torbran greatly increases the impact of the deck's red damage engines by turning small repeated burn triggers into far more punishing damage. Blink Improvement. Because Norin repeatedly returns to the battlefield, every red entry-based payoff becomes more threatening once Torbran is on the field. Burn Scaling. Torbran works especially well with low damage permanents commonly used in this strategy, allowing effects that normally chip away to become serious finishing pressure. Post your commander on the comments section below, and we will create a video like this for you. Thank you for watching.